Welcome to the Big Six Podcast, everybody. I'm Ryan Wilson, and more importantly, I'm joined by Deebo Samuel, the all-everything wide receiver. Call him a running back if you want. I think he prefers wide receiver. Stand-up player of the San Francisco 49ers. Deebo, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. So I got a quick story for you. You don't remember this, but a few years ago back at the Senior Bowl, I talked to you after one of the practices, and you had a chip on your shoulder because the conversation coming into sort of that draft process, you'd been banged up, I think, your last year at South Carolina. And the conversation was, is Deebo fast enough? I remember talking to some teams about that. And I asked you specifically on the field after one of the practices where you just kept burning guys in these one-on-one drills. What's your sort of answer to people who were concerned about you? You basically said, I proved these people wrong, didn't I? And I look back on that quote, and it just reminds me that sometimes I think we overthink this whole pre-draft process because either you're good or you're not good. You can play or you can't play. Did that serve as motivation for you at any point, or were you just focused on being Deebo and doing your thing on the field?
I was just more focused on being me and just showing them what type of player I was out there.
Yeah, that was fun, and I'm glad you've had the success you've had, and it's been incredibly fun to watch, especially from that Senior Bowl sort of jumping off point and then just balling out once you got to the league. So let me ask you something a little less serious. And Billy, the producer, put this one in my ear, and I think it's a good question. He's your age. I'm an old man, so these things I don't sort of keep up with unless my kids keep me in the loop. So did you come up with the boombox walkout that's gone viral? Like, how did that evolve?
It came evolve in 2019 when I got here. I think, not sure. But yeah, we started it. I think the Saints game in 2019, we was listening to Roddy Ricch, the Bucks, and ever since then, like, we just been vibing to it for real.
So let me ask you about the addition of Christian McCaffrey. Everyone knows that Kyle Shanahan is fantastic in terms of scheming up these runs. And I don't want to say you can put anyone back there and not have success, but a lot of players have had success in that scheme. But Christian McCaffrey brings the added element of doing things as a receiver, of course. He threw a touchdown pass a few weeks ago. How much higher does this take this offense with the versatility and, you know, the Pro Bowl level of talent that Christian McCaffrey brings to San Francisco right now?
It brings a lot of more firepower than what we already had, for sure. Getting him just add more things that defenses have to worry about, because not only can he play running back, he can also play receiver as well. And kind of like mix and match with Kyle just being the offensive guru that he is, he's going to cause havoc out there with everybody that we have out there.
Let me ask you about Shanahan in particular. It's always when you talk to guys that have been in the NFL for early on in their career, they usually say it's a huge leap, even if you're playing SEC and come to the NFL. Is Kyle Shanahan like a physics teacher? And, you know, previously you were just doing 1 + 1. Is it that level of having to understand things and him being like this genius, or is it simpler than that? How what's it like to play for Kyle Shanahan and his ability to get you open?
At first, it's just like, I'm just taking the math class right here. Like, trying to learn his offense is like 12 times 12 plus 2 times 10 times 55. Like, that's how hard. Like, that's how hard it was to learn it. But getting through it and learning the terminology and concepts and things, it started to simmer down. But it just as now as I get into it, it's as simple as it can get. But coming from college to shout Kyle Shanahan, like, you're gonna be like, ain't no way I'm gonna learn this.
and now you're teaching other people, I would imagine. So it sort of seeps into you whether you want it to or not. And it's an offense obviously that makes everyone better. It's incredibly fun to watch from afar. All right, let me ask you this question. So again, I'm going to blame this on Billy, the producer, because I don't want you getting mad at me. So Tyreek, Jamar, Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Devontae, you, of course, they were your top 5 at the start of the year. Let's re-rank these guys. You want to re-rank these guys, who your top 5 are now based on what we've seen?
And in any order or not?
Yeah, do it in any order so we don't hurt anyone's feelings. How about that?
Still gonna go with Tay. We're gonna go with Justin Jefferson for sure. We're going with Brandon Ayuk, and we're going with Diggy.
Love it. Is that, I'm guessing you've seen the Justin Jefferson catch by now?
Oh yeah, I watched the game.
Is that the most impressive catch you've seen? I mean, including Odell Beckham, and then we saw George Pickens earlier this year had that crazy catch against the Browns.
Oh yeah, that catch there was a little different. That catch was a little different.
That catch seems like if that pass was thrown a million times. Justin Jefferson's making it one time, and that just happened to be that one time.
Yeah, on 4th and 18, when like that show you what kind of dog that guy is over there, though.
And Justin Jefferson is another example of a player, much like yourself, who people had questions about coming out of LSU because he played in the slot. He wasn't going to be that fast. And I remember we talked to him at the combine. He just measured at 6'2", and he ran in the 4.4s, I think. And that seemed to be a game changer. And he told us, he said, look, if you watch prior to the LSU championship season, I play plenty outside. So don't sleep on me. And he was telling the truth for sure. Let me ask you about your partnership with Snickers. That's why we got you here. What do you got?
One, I want to thank Snickers for letting me be a partnership, because as a kid, I used to love the candy. So that for sure. And another big one, all fans for sure. Be sure to submit your Snickers rookie mistake of the year to have a chance to win 2 Super Bowl tickets, 57 in Arizona. For more info, you can go to snickers.com /rookie mistake to learn more about it.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Deebo, I want to thank you for joining us. I want to congratulate you on a great season so far. I hope the success continues. 49ers are in great position, man. I'm telling you, they have a chance to win the division. You don't need me to tell you this, but I'll say it just for the purpose of people listening. And they got a legit chance to be one of the top teams in the conference before we get through this. We got 2 months to go. Deebo, continued success. Good talking to you, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.